Welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we break down Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown as we continue on the road to WrestleMania. From Elimination Chamber qualifier matches to surprise wins to segments that had us saying, ¿Qué? We talk the bueno, the no bueno, and everything in between. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on. Yo. Primo, what's up, man?
Yo, man, what's going on? How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. Just, well, actually, good and no bueno, right? Because, my thing is this, right? A lot is happening. We just did a whole, just a whirlwind of emotions, right? But first, before we get into the emotions, right?
Okay.
I want to go ahead and take this opportunity just to thank NWA, right? The National Wrestling Alliance, right? Such a prestigious league, brand, federation, as you like to say it, right?
Yes, by mess.
Right? Because ultimately what they allowed us to do, the Primos for Life brand, we were able to bring a team to a day taping that they just did in Tampa yesterday, right? And they gave us full access, right? We had, an area where we had like a photography setup. Thank you to Marcus and Javi for coming out and helping kind of manage the whole thing as well.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And then just being there all day with all these amazing talent that NWA has to offer. There were special guests. I mean, I saw Jinder Mahal, I saw the Good Brothers, the Colognes, just a list of people that, are either vets in the game, Mike Chioda. It was incredible. It was such an incredible experience. And what's awesome is it's one thing to go to an independent show and see how they run things.
Right.
But this is an actual televised production. They have to have a schedule and keep everything in order because everything is filmed and released on Roku every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying?
Time is money, and you can't be editing stuff. And yep. No, you gotta have it ready. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So a tremendous thank you to the NWA for giving us access, for allowing us.
Thank you, NWA. We truly appreciate it. Muchísimas gracias.
Yeah, for real. And that was amazing. And then the no bueno, right? Real quick, and then we could touch on it later because it's just something that really, in the words of Peter Griffin, grinded my gears, bro.
It grinds my gears.
But brother, last Thursday, the pre-sale for Backlash in Tampa came out. And I was like, bro, I'm in the queue. I'm number 500. I'm going to get these tickets. I'm going to buy 8 because whoever wants to come, they just pay their price and we just meet up after post-Mania, right?
Of course, right.
Bro, the seats that I got for the 25th anniversary Raw episode that I went to, and mind you, that was 2-3 years ago, I think, maybe at most, right? When I bought those tickets, they were $100, $150, right?
Okay.
Brother, what was the picture that I sent you? $500-$600 a seat?
I think it was, I want to say it was $490 something. It was five and change, something like that. Yeah,
five.
Like that.
Okay, so let's just leave it at $500, right?
We'll call it $5.
And when I sent you the image, you were like, "Yeah, but that's for all 8 tickets, right?"
Yeah, I thought
no.
I was like, oh, well, that's the quantity 8. I was like, that's okay. So that's not bad. That's good.
No.
And then you were like, no, 1 ticket. I was like, oh,
yes.
Oh shoot, yes, no, yeah. TKO, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, I don't understand how they have the nerve to do. You know what? We'll talk about this.
Yeah.
Or do you want to get into this now?
And let's get into it. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Okay. I don't know how. Then let me finish my thought, if you don't mind. I don't know how you have the nerve to have a fire sale on Mania tickets the way they have, and then charge this much for Backlash tickets. You got to start somewhere smoother. This is it's crazy. It's so. I was reading an article today. I forget who it was, but there was a former professional wrestler who was just like, it's tough to be able to get your family out to a wrestling show because it's so expensive.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. The fact that you sent that picture and I literally saw 8, so I was like, great, we'll just divvy that number to my 8. That's makes perfect sense. And that's not what it was at all. It was mind blowing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But here's the other thing too, though. And this is why I feel like the independents right now are just on fire. Because if you just, genuinely love wrestling itself,
Right.
you have other promotions like a Fourth Rope who
Right.
ended up putting their tickets on sale that same day. So the pre-sale for WWE was at 10 a.m. Fourth Rope was at 12 at noon Eastern Standard Time. And I was the first one in line. I got to pick my seats. Brother, 5 tickets, $100 a piece. $100 a piece.
That's I mean, for 5 tickets is what you would get for the one at Backlash.
Second row. We're going to be in the heart of it. I purposely picked the middle for us so we could see it all, so we could fully immerse in it. And it's just wild because it's like you could sit here, but I guess the sad part is someone's going to pay that price for Backlash. You know what I mean?
Oh no! Of course, those tickets are worth what someone's willing to pay for it, and people are willing to pay that amount of money.
Yeah. But no. But the good thing is we got a show go. Now we're gonna go to Fourth Rope in Philly on the 21st. So Primos and Primas, anybody that's gonna go to that show, best believe that the Primos are gonna be there, and we are not giving our money to the WWE because we're a little upset with them right now.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money to be tossing around either. Shit, man. I mean,
that's wild.
For 3 hours of my day, it's like, no. I'll watch it at home in my comfort of my house, pajamas on. I mean, hey, no better way. No better way. Defy you, please.
Yes. Now, for the meat of everything, let's just talk about No Bueno and No Bueno from Monday Night Raw and SmackDown.
I mean, we're getting close to Elimination Chamber. We have 2 more episodes. So it's about time you start getting some stuff situated and done. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's go.
All right. So we got Monday Night Raw out of Memphis, Tennessee. Where my other side of my family's out. That's where I go spend my holidays. During Thanksgiving or Christmas, whichever, cualquiera me toque, right? Because there's always one year's this time. We always got to switch the holidays.
Of course, you got to alternate.
Yeah. But they were out in Memphis, and let's start off with the Bueno, okay? Because I feel like we gotta start with a happy note with all these ticketing bad news and etc. So, all right, let's get it. The women's chamber qualifier.
Right.
Pleasantly surprised that Asuka got the win because I really thought it was going to be Bayley.
Asuka, Bayley, and Natty, right? Yeah, Asuka, Bayley, and Natty. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because to your point, Bayley has not been used well, or not well. Let's say prominently featured,
right?
Like in a good light recently. She's been taking some L's a long way away. So, yeah, I think the Asuka win, and I'm spitballing just because I'm now fantasy booking, because there is one more match for the women, right? I forget who's in it, but I'm pretty sure Kairi Sane is in there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Kairi wins. Kairi goes in. There's a chance for Asuka to win. Kairi stops it. Implosion of the Kabuki Warriors. Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it?
Man, I ain't gonna say it.
Dissension.
Nah.
Love it. This is once again because they made it a point. I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent. There was a point in the back where they were talking to somebody else, and Kairi Sane was like, "Asuka's in the championship match, and it's gonna be in the chamber." And and I was like, "Ooh, see, this is kind of where it's now. It's a good time because you've had them together for quite some time.
Yeah,
and they're both great, But once again, Asuka doesn't need her, and if you're gonna take a chance on Kairi, you got to give her a good feud and a good win over someone like Asuka and see how that can roll. So once again, me fantasy booking it, but I agree with you. I liked Asuka as the win there, and once she won, I was able to start fantasizing about all this.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I like the direction. It's creative. It's different. It would be unexpected. You know what I mean? It would be because I I didn't even think about any of that. I didn't get that far with that possibility. So I like that.
Come on, man. It's chess, man. It's chess. It's not checkers.
So okay, but since you brought up fantasy booking, this
Mhm,
next bueno is
mhm.
the CM Punk and Finn Balor segment, right? Because this segment I thought was so good, having JD come back and
Right,
Dominic come out with him to confront Punk, and then just this banter of like, I'm the real best in the world and I'm gonna beat you in your hometown. It
right,
it almost makes you feel like, yes, let's have a little chaos. Let's throw the wrench, at the system, because tickets are not selling right now. People are not
right,
excited about WrestleMania, as they assume, you know what I mean? And
right.
I personally would love to see a situation where, Punk loses the title. Balor gets a chance at the World Heavyweight. Let him be champion again. But then
Mhm.
now there's this whole thing of like, well, technically he's the number one contender, and well, technically Roman won the Rumble. So how are you gonna, like, almost like a Rhea Ripley situation where Punk cries his way into this match,
Right.
and then we get back to that like triple threat, and then watch it be like an incredible match because Balor always delivers. You know
That
what I
was great.
mean?
That was great. Yes,
That's where
yes.
my mind went.
I mean, I I like Finn Balor a lot. I really want this to happen. I just don't know if it will. The thing is, I think Hunter is getting used to or falling back into his old habits, and so you're starting to see, some things that you wouldn't normally, or that you have seen instead of things that you wouldn't normally. So he gets back to the rhythm of like putting the same big people in matches and the same kind of stuff. So you need something different. Balor does that. Balor
Yeah,
he checks that box. He gives you something big and something different at the same time because it's not Roman Reigns, it's not Cody Rhodes, it's not CM Punk, it's not it's not even Jey Uso. It's Finn Balor. Like it's not,
yeah,
Seth Rollins. Like, so this does check that box. I agree with you. I hope that this is where it goes. I don't think it will. And I think it's a waste, but I think if you're gonna do it, once again, this is the way to create the good storyline, the perfect storyline, the arc that you want to have. This is a great starting point and people will buy into it. Does he pull the trigger? That's the question,
mm,
you know,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Sorry,
No,
tangent
no, no.
here.
But I
I
mean,
feel
but
I
you're
feel like Frank Costanza at was it Festivus? I got a lot of problem with you people. Like I'm just going off.
no, but I mean, it's just one of those things where you're right, because a lot of things that happen in the rest of this episode and SmackDown as well, leads you to believe like, oh, just it lets your imagination run. And it's like, yes, like I
Right.
really wish we headed this direction. But like to your point, a lot of times with Triple H or WWE programming, to your words, it feels formulaic. And it's like we get excited and then we instantly, get the rug pulled from under us. And it's just, that's not fun. That
No.
feeling is reminiscent of when Vince used to do that for us. Remember, there were times
Mhm.
where it's like, no, I'm going to push this guy, whatever, whether you like it or not.
Mhm.
And we knew it was coming, and we still sat there and watched, and we're just like, you know what, bump this. And this is why AEW happened. And then people started switching over there, and here we
Right.
are. So
Yeah, no, it's
starting
once
to feel
again,
that way.
hopefully he's learning because there have been some swerves, especially in the past, SmackDown and
Right.
like you said, in the women's match, thought it was gonna be Bailey, it was Oscar. Will come up to the guys, so yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not the same.
Right. Right. And then we get a number one contendership match between Penta and El Grande Americano
Grande
for
Alemanno.
Grande Alemano. And this was fun. I enjoyed it because obviously I'm a fan of the Kaiser rendition of it. It was nice to see
Rendition.
Chad Gable under the ring and, cause an issue and all these things. And then actually, no, that's later. I
Okay.
confused luchadors on that one. But overall, great match. Happy that Penta got the win.
Right.
And I'm excited to see Penta versus Dom at some point, and then
Right.
hopefully he gets the belt.
Well, that was the big takeaway for me. Well, because it was Match was solid. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be Penta him. Winner's the number one contender. Fine. When he got pulled on, when Bravo got pulled under the thing, I was like, who's down there? And I was like, oh, stupid. And then I'm like, yeah, Grande Americano. I was like, all right. So yeah, fun match. And I agree with you. I think it's good to see Penta get the win here. Him versus Dom, I think, should be at Mania. And I think it's time.
Yeah.
It's time. You're running back essentially what you had, because didn't this happen last year around this time? Like him and Dom for the belt or whatever, and it didn't happen. I don't know, something like that. But I think this is now a chance for you to put it on Penta, see what happens. Can you ride him? Can he be one of your guys? You got to give him a shot, right? This is it. Dom's had enough run with these belts. If you're going to start pushing Dom too, you give him a clean slate. So hopefully it's not at Chamber. Hopefully it's at Mania, and it's Pentagon's Mania moment for now.
Right. You know what would be fun? I got so excited while you were talking when with like fantasy booking. What if we went two ways with this, right? Remember, Penta's a former champion in AAA. So what if it's a situation where he takes the IC from him in WWE, and then later on down the road, he takes the AAA away from him in AAA. You know what I mean? The mega champion. Yeah. Or here's another way we could go. Let's say Penta wins it, right? Then the quote unquote free agency / draft happens after Mania. Let's say Rey Fenix now comes to the same brand as Penta, right? Now you got the Lucha Bros going against each other for that belt.
Got a good feud going.
Yeah. I like that.
I like that. Wouldn't happen because Hunter wouldn't put too much on Phoenix on that without giving him a proper bill. He's got so many other people he can get in that IC mix. Yeah. So, but I like where your head is going.
See?
My thing is with AAA, I think it's time to give it back to someone who's there full time. Let's give it back to El Hijo de Vikingo, or El Hijo del Abogado de mi madre, whatever, man. Like that guy.
Abogado.
Yeah, man, whatever. So, but yes, so we'll see fantasy booking one, but I do like that he would take it from him. But I'd like to see that AAA get their guys back and get that going.
Yeah. And the last bueno point of the evening for me was so happy with the Javon Evans surprise win over Gunther. And it was in a Dom too, or no?
Gunther,
Dom was in that one? Dom was in there. Yeah. That one was so all right. First of all, it was a great match, but it was just surprising. Because I didn't think he was gonna get the win. I thought Gunther was gonna be the one. Right. Yeah.
Everyone just like, well, there's no way Gunther's gonna lose this.
Right. But then you had this is the match where Dragon Lee actually comes in, decks Gunther, takes him out of the picture, and then just
Dragon Lee,
boom.
Dragon
Finally.
Lee. Yeah, Dragon Lee. Great. I agree with you. This was awesome. And this was a case where I think Triple H's going against the grain, where normally you're like, it's Gunther. It's going to be Gunther. Nope, it's Javon Evans. He's put a lot on this kid. He was the Iron Man at the Rumble. He's using a lot. He puts him on both shows now. Like, once again, to your point of like, hey, what happened to Raw and SmackDown? Only Raw people on SmackDown. He's like, no, Javon Evans just wherever Javon Evans wants to go.
Yeah. And he goes to the bad too. So
he's, once again, you have said how big fans we are of this kid. I'm very excited to see it. Unfortunately, it's not going to do much, but it will be a good showcase to see how he is with the upper echelon talent in a quote unquote gimmick style match, even though it's not, but it's still a multi-man match. So this is going to be fun, and I agree with you. This was great. It's a great match, and he's awesome. So yes, let's go.
Let's go. All right. Let's get into the No Bueno. I only got 3 points, and I'll go through 2 of them quick. Oh, actually, we'll go through them quick because we got a lot more to talk about on SmackDown. All right. The opening of the show with the Usos and the Vision and LA Knight. It started off with the Usos coming out, then the Vision interrupts them, but then LA Knight interrupts, and it was like, oh wow, we're just starting off with the filler match, from jump. Okay. because I didn't feel like there was a purpose for this match. You
Mhm.
know, it was just like we're gonna. I guess it was just an opportunity for the masked man to come back because
Well,
obviously he ends up doing his thing and then runs off, and it's just like, okay, either tell us who he is or don't, but let's just move on.
well, this
You
is
know,
this. There was two reasons for this. One was the masked man, and the second was to insert Broncito into the chamber match because Heyman's like, I want him in. And then this guy's like, I want him in too, and he'll have a chance to earn it. And da-da-da. So you're like, okay, great. This is what you wanted to get out of this. And now you threw everything else at me. Let's be done with it. Fine. But the masked man thing, yes, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. See, find out who it is and where they're going with it. But yeah, I mean, once again, to your point, I thought it was dumb. There's a whole lot of chaos early on,
right?
like just a lot of stuff happening, and it's just like they stopped the Usos music, and they're still coming out to Jay's music. And whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, it
Doesn't
seemed
make
like it
sense.
was a lot, and just to
Yeah,
get to the point of the masked man and the Broncito gets a shot at a qualifying match for Chamber.
yeah,
Okay,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
could have did that a lot quicker and a lot simpler.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next, no bueno. I did not like that Stephanie Vaquer made Liv cry in the interview. First of all, how hysterical was it? Like Dom was defending her and translating at the same time. He's like, no, she's not. Don't talk to my Juanita like that. She said you're the worst champion ever. Like, it's like, what? It was like the weirdest thing. So that's one. All right. And
That was
two,
great.
walk me through this because I know, you always make me see the other side of it. Right.
Okay.
But my understanding is Liv is this carefree, I don't care what you think type of character. I'm gonna take my time picking the champion. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, all this stuff. But yet, you know, to have Stephanie make her cry, it just character wise, it didn't make sense to me. So, I mean, what are
Okay.
your thoughts on it?
Mind games.
Really?
Mind games. You fake cry. You fake cry. She thinks she got to you.
Oh, that's
She didn't.
good.
She ain't get to her. That's
I
Liv
like that.
Morgan. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. Just mind games.
Bro, you know what you're doing. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's wild.
Yeah, so that's like that's the only thing that I can think of is because to your point, Liv's not gonna break easy like that. Like that doesn't. I didn't mind this so much. It's in the No Bueno section for you. I thought it was great, especially because Stephanie Arcade got to come out and speak in Espanol, and Hunter's definitely given his foreign talent time to use their native tongue, which is great. And kudos to that happening. I didn't mind it, but the selling point for me, yes, I think is she took off, and it's all part of her plan and her plots. Because then she'll maybe make it seem like she's leaning towards Jade, so she doesn't have to deal with Stephanie. And then at the last minute, it's Stephanie, and then she like beats the shit out of her and hobbles her before the match. I don't know, something like. But that's the only thing I can think of. So
No, I like it. I mean, I didn't see it. The fact that it was like a Live mind game situation, like I like that approach because then if it turns out to be that, it makes a lot more sense.
yeah, that's
But
Liv Morgan.
that's good.
That's Liv Morgan. So yeah,
I approve that message. That's really good. I like that. Good job, man. Good job.
got it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
It's the blackmail.
No. And moving on to the last No Bueno point of Raw, and then we could jump into SmackDown. AJ Lee coming out, cutting this promo, talking about how like she needs to take this belt off of Becky, and Becky comes out and does her spiel. I felt like it was unnecessary. It felt like filler to me. It felt like you guys already set up the match, or you quote unquote Looney Tune tricked her into giving you a title match. Like, okay, leave it for Chicago. Let's just wait till you get there, and that's it.
Right.
This wasn't necessary for me.
Yeah. I agree with you there on that one. This definitely filler. And yeah, very rabbit season, duck season, Looney Tunes. Yeah, that's a good one there. It's like, yeah, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit, duck season. Yeah, it's very tricked her. So all your points are valid, and I agree with you. This was, I think it was just about ratings and getting them out there because they're gonna draw, and I mean it's still AJ Lee and Becky. I mean they're fantastic. It's just there's so many other things, that in the pecking order, depending on who you like and things like that, it's something's going to be not to your taste, and this just happens to be ours.
Sí, exacto. All right, man. Well, then let's jump into SmackDown straight out of my backyard, Fort Lauderdale. I mean, it's like 2-3 hours, my backyard, but it's still,
That's a pretty
further
big
south.
yard, man.
Pretty big
Big
yard.
yard.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
big yard.
But let's jump into the bueno, okay? So like
Yeah.
opening of the show. Very happy that Jacob is getting this, screen time, and he's starting to feel very main event. Like at this
Mhm.
point, I'm just like, all right, Cody, like you've had you've been on the top for the last 3 years since your return at the Dallas, WrestleMania. Like now it's time to kind of like what he did in AEW, like take a back seat, go for
Yeah.
the US belt or the IC belt, give that prestige, give somebody else like a Jacob, like a Trick Williams, like that level talent. It's
Mhm.
time to push them. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's how I feel about Jacob right now. Thoughts on that?
I love Jacob Fatu. He's great. He's awesome. I wonderful once again to Hunter's point of taking new people and trying to see how they vibe in these main event scenes. Jacob Fatu, you knew from the minute he showed up, this was destined to happen sooner rather than later. This was along the Braun Breaker kind of a thing. Had he and him not got hurt, and Fatu not got hurt too because he missed some time with his teeth or whatever. I'm excited to see where this goes. Just because with things seeming formulaic, it's like Hunter's got to throw monkey wrenches in places. This is a good place to start. To your point, Cody, go for the IC, feud with Sami Zayn and over nothing, just over the fact that you guys don't like each other. You're Cody Rhodes. You don't need a belt. You
Right.
don't. So why bother? Let's use the belt to try and enhance some of the talent that we can and bring some credibility, some newer people. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well said. And then next bueno point. I did like that Aleister Black targeted Randy. That was pretty good. It was nice how it was done. I mean, obviously you knew that a match between these two was like bound to happen or eventually get to that point.
Mhm.
But I guess the way that it was set up, it was well done, and I appreciated it. So I was good with it.
It's fun storytelling. It works. Like you said, bound to happen. Not surprised that Alistair got the dub there, because they had to start doing something. You brought him back from AEW. You've repackaged his wife to go along with him. You got to start doing things with him, and you have him, losing a priest or blowing a fireball in his eye. Like so, needed to happen. Randy looks human, great going into Chamber, and then the way it ended with Cody and
And Drew.
Drew getting involved, and then Orton loses and Cody's looking back at the ring like, oh no,
Right.
he
right.
lost. Like, come on, man. So,
Come on.
but yeah, so it was. I didn't mind it. This was for me. It was okay.
Yeah. And actually, since we're still on that topic, then I did enjoy the Sammy getting mad at Cody segment. I enjoyed it because I got excited for the possibility of these rumors that we've been talking about with a possible Sammy heel turn. You know what I mean?
Heel
Like just
Zayn.
you kind of like teasing that, like,
Mhm.
because Cody, first of all, for Mr. Good Guy, he really likes to take shots at people. With Jacob is like, that's why you've been to prison. And then, you go at Sammy and he's like, that's why you've never been champion in the last 10 years. It's like, yo, my guy, calm down.
Show me the lie. Show me
Yeah,
the
but
lie.
calm down, dude. Like,
Show
you're
me the
supposed to be
lie.
nice.
Hey man, there's nice, but but you still can't roll on me. Like I can be nice and still be like, no, So yeah,
Nah.
man. Hey, show
It's
me the
cold.
lie.
He was
man.
cold. He was cold.
Yes, I love it. Frio, ice.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the tease. It was good. I really hope it heads in that direction somehow. But yeah, I was
I mean
with it.
that like I said, that's something that you can do that doesn't have to have a belt attached. Heel Sami Zayn would turn a lot of people. People would be like, yes, against face Cody, or go vice versa. Go heel Cody versus face Zayn. But you have the opportunity to do things now. So let's see.
Man, these little wrenches you're throwing, man, you messing
Nuggets,
me up.
man.
I'm like,
Just nuggets. Just throw
ooh,
nuggets of stuff in there.
that's nice. All
Yeah,
right.
baby.
Next bueno point. We got a surprise win for Kiana James. This was good because you thought Charlotte was going to take the win. You know what I mean? And I was so happy with this. I was like, you go, girl, because she had a great showing at the Rumble, right? You called that out. And everything ever since like she got back from her injury, she's been like on 1,000. All her matches have been on point, whether it's tag, single, Rumble. She deserves it. She's shining right now.
She's doing a great job. She's a great mouthpiece for Julia. Great. Like, so that's a good chance to keep her on camera and keep her, talking, and now that, you're seeing the in-ring talent that she has, you're like, this is why she came up. So don't be surprised if they start pulling off Julia soon. And that sucks because poor Julia, man, I feel like she's getting lost in all of this crap.
Yeah.
But Kiana James looked good. And yeah, I once again thought it was going to be Charlotte because you expect it's Triple H's. So, here we go. And it's like, no, Swerve. Yeah. Like, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. So I agree with you. The Kiana James one was good. And I like the surprises that came and are upcoming.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, let's jump into the next bueno point. I enjoyed the Obafemi Kit Wilson segment / match because the poems were hysterical. I love, like, if you're a millennial, you could catch up. The 10 things I hate about you poem is like the 9 things I hate about men. Like I appreciated that. And so I enjoyed it. I was a fan. I liked it. Thumbs up from me.
I was like, this is, but the part I enjoyed was just Oba like listening to him, like, oh, they say what, and then right before he beat the shit out of him. Like,
right, it was good. I liked
like
it.
That was the thing I like. He's doing the poem. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, this is terrible. This is terrible. This is so bad. Just beat him. Just beat him. And we said, oh, I was like, yes, here it comes. And then sure enough, it came. I don't know.
All right. Let's use words.
You gotta repackage this toxic masculinity somehow. I don't know. I see what you're trying to do. I see it. It's just not catching for me, and I don't know why. There's just got to be something else there. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I feel like it's missing just something.
I'll tell you why it's working, because it's not aimed to our generation or our demographic. Because I don't know if you've seen all these things on social media and like the news and stuff like that, but people that are younger than us are interpreting
everybody
things, right? that are they're interpreting things that we would interpret as like not a big deal into a big deal. An example of this is like, let's say when you're texting somebody, if you end with a period, they're saying that you're being passive aggressive. And it's like, no, I just ended grammatically a statement.
Grammatically correct.
Right. But they're like, oh my gosh, like, excuse me, like, why are you being so passive aggressive? Like, you don't have to be so harsh over text. And then you're just like, okay.
Grammar, motherfucker. No. See, there's certain things that I'll be like, okay, I can see your side of it.
It's toxic.
But some of this shit, no. It's like, no, it's a period. No, that's grammatically correct. Fuck off. I'm sorry you're in your feelings about it. It's a period. Did you learn that too? You did. So what are we talking about? But so I get what you're saying, but for me, it's just not catching. I don't know.
It's not hidden. No, I get it. But I was so happy to see, what do we call him? It's a Beachhead.
Beachhead. Come on, man. You forgot about Beachhead already, dude.
Well, I was just so happy to see them. I was like, I forgot their made up name that we gave them. But no, I was so excited to see Meechin and B-Fab get at Jade, kind of like bullying her. Like, yeah, like, don't forget, you put me on the shelf, but I'm here, but you know what? What did B-Fab say? She's like, don't let her see it coming or something like that. She was just like, let it be a surprise. And I was like, yeah, jump her, bro. Because I'm not crazy about the Jade thing right now. I'm like, this whole thing of her being like, oh, I'm that chick, I'm that girl, is like, okay, then show me. Because that's all you do now is you come out and you AJ Lee it and you just say the same thing and then you bounce. Like, what are we doing?
It's I understand that. It's because she's only had like 2 matches over the past like 6 months or whatever. One was very recently with Jordan Grace, and then there was like a Mania. And other than that, she hasn't really been wrestling a lot. But she comes out to the I'm that bitch thing, and to your point, it's like, well, you got to do something to continue that. Like, you have to, even if you just come out every now and then and just put someone through a table and then just walk away. Be like, okay, that makes sense. You are that bitch because you just come out and do shit like that. Cool. Like, but just to keep
I believe you.
Yeah, like, okay, all right, man, I get it. You have to hammer it home. But so I get it. I think. I mean, I love Beechin. I just love Beechin. I think that might have been just a terrible one. I understand that you have to build Jade and things like that, but there's a better way to do it. To
Right.
your point, this is tired, and I mean, you have to have something happen really, really soon.
Yeah.
But Beechin, yay!
Beechin, yeah.
Yay!
Oh man! All right, next bueno point. We got a good match between Julia and Rhea Ripley. I actually did enjoy it because then I like the sprinkle of mayhem after the fact when you got Naya and Lash in it, and then Io comes out. So it was good. I enjoyed it. I like that. That was cool.
Yeah, fun match. Good way to get a bunch of talent out there. Get Lash and Naya out there, and you already have Rhea, so Io's coming out.
Mhm.
So yeah, thought it was and Julia.
Poor Julia.
I mean, at least she was in the match.
Yeah, at least she was there, just getting screen time.
Hey, like, it would have been really cool if she like done something like really cool at the end to one of the girls, and then like got out. Been like, oh, okay, let's not forget about her. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Once again, we're setting everything up because we're going to the going home episode, and then Chamber's coming. So
yeah.
Everyone's pissed at each other. We get it.
Yeah, exactly. And then the final bueno point of the evening. So happy with the Trick Williams win for the Chamber. Another surprise. Like, and let me just say this, right? Like, I just wish we had a situation where like 1 year, right? Like you put all the predictable winners in there and you don't have them win. Like this feeling that I had with Kiana and with Trick and, with Javon on Monday, right? Is like, if you did that with like all these rising stars, like imagine if we had an Elimination Chamber filled with first timers. You get what I'm saying? Like these are all people that have never been in there. So how amazing and exciting, because then it becomes like anybody's game, right? At that point. And then not only that, but for those that like to gamble and bet, because they do all that now, and you make your predictions. Now it's like anybody's game, bro. Like it just makes it more exciting. You know what I mean?
I agree with you 1000%. Like but I think they're doing it right in doing the mix, because here's the problem: if you do it with all new talent, you don't have anyone who's worked that match before. So you don't have anyone who can kind of command the situation if something goes awry.
Yeah.
You need to have 2 or 3 people in there to be able to reestablish, like, kind of. That's my thing with what you're saying. Would that be great? Absolutely. If you had like a first timers, like, yes, that would be so dope. Kind of tough to do that because, like I said, you kind of need someone in there.
Not gonna happen.
but I agree with you. Is having these surprise wins, like you said, the Asuka, and then Kiana James and stuff like that, is like great. You're starting to be able to give this talent, a chance to showcase themselves with the upper echelon stars once again in a quote gimmick match, but you get to see them, and you get to see how the crowd reacts to them. You get to see how they work, and when they're in these larger than life spots. This is the main event.
Right.
This is a very big match. So how do they handle it? So I agree with you. That Trick win was fucking fantastic, man. I was like, yes. And I'm looking at him and Javon, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a fun Chamber match, because it's them two, Randall, Noche, and who else right now?
I can't think of it.
I'm figuring it out, but yeah, it was great. I agree. Trick Williams, just
let's go. All right, now no bueno. Just got 3 little points. We'll just get through them pretty quick. Didn't care for the Tiffy time match against Alba Fire. Not invested. Didn't care. Filler.
Yep.
Moving on. Next. The Tamatanga Dragunov match. It was good. just a lot going on because then you got the MFTs and then the Wyatts and the rest of the locker room comes out and it's like mayhem, but it's like sloppy mayhem. It's like, what are we doing? Is this gonna lead to like a 15-man match at, Mania with all these guys? Like, come on, man. What are we doing with them?
They're all going to be in the Andre the Giant over the top battle royal. It's
gonna be which isn't even on the card. It's on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's like, I'll see you the Friday before. Like, okay. Yeah, it was a lot. It was sometimes it's just too much. It's an assault on my senses. It's like, I look here and stay here and listen there. And, nah, man. So yeah, I agree with you. Not my favorite.
Same. And then the third, I mean, we already touched on it, but I'll just reiterate. I don't know what they're doing with Jade, and I don't like it. But they have to figure it out. They have to figure it out, man. Yeah, she needs to lose that title at Mania, and it's time. It's time, brother. Yeah, man. So I mean, overall, those are the two episodes. These were like the points that I, was able to gather, and I'm glad we spoke about it. My grade, honestly, they're just 6.
Fucking about to say like 6.5, 7.
Not even no 0.5, just straight up 6 for both.
I think I'm gonna give Raw a 7 because of the Penta win for the IC belt thing, and the Javon Evans, and I'll give SmackDown 6.5. Just 6.5, I guess. Yeah. I mean, Trick was great. Yeah, Keanu James. 7 because Keanu James and Trick I think was good enough there.
So you're saying 6, 7,
6, 7,
like
punch myself in the throat. But one thing I did want to say that we forgot was the mystery box that was shipped to Raw.
What do you think it is?
It's somebody.
You think
the question is, who is it? Who? Because it's set for what? Chamber, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great way to debut fucking Jericho.
No.
It's a great way to debut I don't know who's coming from there.
I don't know, man. That hasn't even crossed my mind. It's just too big of a box. It just doesn't make sense to me. Braun Strowman.
So that's why it's got to be somebody. It's got to be somebody because it's a big box. It's a human person-sized box.
But my thing is like, it's got to be somebody immortal, right? Because how could they survive in that box and not be able to breathe? You know what I mean?
Like Y2J, man.
So he could breathe. Like
he's immortal, bro. He's immortal.
Nah, man. The reason why I'd even bring that up is because I'm just not interested. It's just it's a box.
You will be. You will.
I guess whatever. I wasn't a fan. I wish I could give these episodes like higher a full grades. 7. You know what I mean? Like another like a higher point. But my thing is like it's like customer service, right? It's like you don't remember the good things, you remember the bad things. And although there were sprinkled of good things in both episodes, overall it's just like it was kind of like a drag. I don't know. I mean, hopefully the going home shows are better, right? Yeah. But these just weren't it for me. I didn't like them.
That's fine. So once again, for me, it was middling. That's why I got the 7s, C's, straight C's.
Yeah.
Fine. It was just get the storytelling in because I know the important stuff is going to happen in a week.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, brother. Bueno, let's go ahead and take this opportunity to thank all of our primos and primas, and all of our listeners that, just give us the like, give us the time. All these opportunities that are coming our way is just fantastic. I mean, we mentioned that we'll be out in Philly for 4th Rope. So any primos or primas that are going to go to that show, we'll be there. Let's shoot some content. Let's talk. Everything's going to be about wrestling that weekend. So let's make something happen. And then a little bit of bonus news, actually, I was telling Ariel earlier that I will be heading out to Vegas the week of Mania week, man. I'll be there from Wednesday to Monday, and I'm gonna, be browsing through WrestleCon and going to, some of the indie promotion shows that are going to be happening during that week. And then I'm either gonna find a place to watch Mania, somewhere in Vegas, or I don't know, who knows? Maybe it's in the cards for me to show up somehow in the building. We shall see, man.
Hey,
We
man,
shall see.
you never know, man.
You never
fingers
know.
crossed. Hey, sometimes you just, kind
Gotta
of
be
second
there.
act your way into something.
Yeah.
But you
So
gotta,
I'm an
if
extra. I'm just
you're
here.
not there,
I'm
you're not
here
going
for
to be able
catering.
to try. Yeah. That's what you got to do. Get yourself a
Do
red
it.
jacket and be like, valet, hang on, I got to go inside. And then take the jacket off and you're free.
Yeah, man. But other than that, we'll definitely be looking out for everybody's predictions this week. We'll do the same thing we did last time with the Royal Rumble. We'll just put it out as they come in because that was super fun.
Yeah.
But if anything else, you can find our episodes and our latest things at where, Primo? Where can they find all this?
primosforlife.com.
Yeah.
When you get there, pick your platform, follow, smash the like button, notifications, all of it, share, all the things, and on social media, Eddie's great with the shorts and everything like that. So we're working on a Facebook page that's going to be coming soon, and
That's right.
things are we're still growing and trying to move forward, and it's all because of you. We couldn't do this without you guys, and if it's not for you guys, that keep coming back, which is surprising but also amazing. So thank you for that. So please, once again, get your your thoughts in on who's going to win, possible swerves, thing like that. We're always down to have a conversation. If you want to be on, please just let us know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But thank you, muchísimas gracias a todos. We appreciate it. We love you guys. We couldn't do it without you. And that being said, we will see you when we see you.
Yeah. We will see you when we see you. Take care, everyone.
Good night.